Hi, Grapeshot here with another game of mechabellum. We're going to be playing against Shadoff today. Don't think I've played against Shadoff before. I always imagine this game as having a small player base, but then every time I play it, I never recognize the names of any of my opponents, so there must be a pretty big player base. We'll go for giant specialization. Probably going to be starting Arclight almost always with these units, but we'll have to see what we're up against. Oh yeah, definitely starting Arclight. This is a pretty good matchup for us to be up against Sabretooth. Could maybe be a Fang carry. I've been seeing a lot of Fang carry players, and this is kind of a weird pack to start with. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a Fang on turn 1 instead of a Hound. But we'll have to see. I mean, like, we can kind of play anything we want. I'd probably rather play two-sided. I do like having the crawlers start here in case he is going Fang carry. And if it's Hound, obviously our steel balls give us a way to kill the Sabretooths. He probably mostly starts over here and sells this tower. So maybe I'll shift. Yeah, let's actually shift this one further to the right and play like this. Okay, it is just Hound. I see. He took this pack specifically because he wanted the training specialist for Hound, which makes a lot of sense. I'll probably keep my steel balls and use those as my way to kill Sabretooth. Could put another steel ball here, here, here. Wow, yeah, we're gonna need a much further forward crawler there. Holy cow. Yeah, this is gonna be a brutal turn 1, but that's okay. We stabilize so fast in this matchup. Yeah, we kind of want to make a play here so that he doesn't get the Sabretooth level up right away. Mass-produced Wraith is kind of interesting. Extended range Fortress is not so good into Sabretooth. Fortified Hacker is like pretty okay into Sabretooth. I actually think this Wasp is pretty good. He's like not well defended against it. And like, is he ever gonna go Fang here? Like, that would just be so bad. And considering if I should go a defensive Fang on one side, I have like pretty good crawlers for pulling things away. So I think I'll actually just go a second steel ball. Oh wow, he goes for the mass-produced Wraith. That's very interesting. I would not expect Wraith plus Hound in a comp together. Well, he'll win this turn with those, but he won't get the level ups on the Sabretooths, and that's very important for us. I mean, now we can just like go melting point. Okay, killing one of these is like pretty good. Yeah, like going melting point here seems pretty reasonable. These are pretty tanky and the sabers are too. Efficient giant manufacturing. No, we're not taking that. And then we're going to want to go a little bit harder on our anti-chaff now. Probably we place another arclight this turn. This seems pretty reasonable. And then we'll go a second melter here, and then later on a third melter here. We'll probably go melting point range as our first tech. Yeah, this level up is pretty good. Can you turn, please? Oh no. Not like this. Maybe we still win this, actually. Yeah, we still win that. Could I get an enhancement module? That would be crazy. Like, this Typhoon's pretty good. It helps us with a lot of our weaknesses. No, let's, like, just not tech it this turn. Yeah, this seems okay. We're giving up a deployment this turn. I mean, I guess I probably sell out of these now. Let's sell these ones. And start turning those into more chaff clear and chaff. He's still going full on Wraith. I don't know. I mean, it's like a little better of a matchup for the Wraith because it's the mass produced, it's a little less tanky, but the problem with going double teched Wraith here is if you ever start leveling your raids, it's so bad for you. So these are just like have to be level 1 raids. Oh wow, Dominion Core. That's like crazy good. Wow, we already have a level 2 melting point. Yes, please. And then I'm going to sell this steel ball so that I can afford to buy a melting point on this side. And then go an arc light to help protect it. I need to get a tech into these arc lights soon. I really wish I could buy another chaff this turn, but I cannot. This Dominion core seems really crazy good for us. Like, there's no way he can pressure this melting point very effectively. His board is already very spread out. Now we probably take a level in this tower and just start playing really strong on this side. I don't run absorption module. This is like actually a pretty good reason to add absorption module to your tech stack is Dominion Core. Absorption module sounds so hard to deal with. But if we start going that tall, we'll just run into like the melting point mirror and he'll go Wraith plus melting point. into us, which would be like a pretty reasonable counter given what's happened so far. Yeah, we like super need to put tech into our arc lights. We don't even necessarily like want to go higher than level 2 on these. We'll just become pretty vulnerable. Yeah, this is like just a snap click. Okay, well, let's pick up Shockwave and go something like Crawler, Arclight, and then range. But we can't actually get range. We could trade our last Steel Ball for range Arclight. That's actually gonna be definitely good. And then like he has like these awkward places where we can maybe go get locks with these snipers. The snipers, like, even though sniper melting point is not a very good strategy in general, they help us a lot in that like we have this weakness of him also going melting point. And then like I probably take range this turn. Hmm. If he places something, that Arclight will turn, so this one can be a little further up. And then I still have room for a melting point here. Let's actually do something more like this. Yeah, he goes mountain. It's like pretty reasonable here, but like I think he's gonna have trouble catching up to the already leveled melting points that we have down. Yeah, these marksmen just are absolute killers. And if he has to like click land cruiser due to like a deployment we got for free, that's so tough for him. Definitely gonna be continuing to enhanced range when we are against this like outrange matchup. I might take the orbital and just save it for a turn, go for the kill next turn. That seems like pretty reasonable. Definitely need another Arclight over here. 341. So this is actually kind of interesting. This doesn't come up very often, but we're actually going to hit Subterranean Blitz because he doesn't want to level these raids. And now it actually takes multiple hits to kill our crawlers. Pretty maniacal. And then we're just going to start dumping crawlers to try and keep this aggro from ever reaching our big boy. I mean, yeah, I think I'd rather just go for the kill next turn when I know that he won't have a spell. Yeah, he does hit land cruiser. It's just like so expensive for him. Like this tech is obviously really good into what we're doing, but the fact that we were able to force him to buy a tech for 700 this turn is really good for us. And he also is resupplying this turn. So like we'll lose this turn, but we're going to be up so much net worth. And then this turn we go for the kill. Triple steel ball. This is like actually pretty good. I know I sold out of steel ball, but like going back into it sounds pretty reasonable. I could maybe even go kinetic charge. Now that he's all on the ground, I think that the steel balls are actually better than going more into melting point. It's just a question of what tech do I want to go. I guess I have enough that I could just go range. We don't have any missiles. We could put down another shield or just level this tower in case he makes a play. I suspect that our opponent is dead here. We have a big net worth advantage, and like he's pretty countered. Yeah. GG. My notes on this game. I think that the Wraith Sabretooth strategy is really good, except for that it's just like so countered by melting point, so you can pretty much never play it. Like Sabretooth or like any sort of like big unit like that is just not gonna be a good frontliner for Wraith. You'd much rather go like Sledgehammer or like, Steel Ball, the obvious one. This play is actually seems really good, but like how do you ever catch up to like this is just such an absolute mountain that even another mountain will look small in comparison. It just like can't curve back into that matchup. And yeah, getting forced to click Land Cruiser was like super unlucky for my opponent. It's kind of weird, like because I was already going melting point, but the triple level 2 marksman drop was actually so unlucky for him. It was so good. And I do think the breakpoint on the Wraith being so low is like such a big weakness. The fact that I got to pretty much double the health of my crawlers was so strong. Good game, Mr. Shadoff. GG.